Here's the question that no one has ever really asked out loud. Is pornography really that bad? That question sounds like I'm about to say something that is profound, something that is deep. But no, I'm being serious. Is it really that bad? Let's start by appreciating the beauty, the allure, the adornment of pornography. Yes, the art form that has been inspiring many people to close or lock their rooms since the dawn of the internet. But actually, pornography didn't start with cameras. In biblical times, there were literal sex shrines. I'm talking temples where the worship was literally, let's just say it was hands-on. That was basically the ancient version of porn. No pixels, no internet, just live action immorality funded by religion. Back then, porn was something that you found in a pagan temple or carved into a statue, and it just stayed there. But now, it's in your pockets. It's in your bed. It's even in your brain before you wake up. Not because you wanted it there, but because the algorithm put it there in the first place. Oh no, yeah. And of course, the internet made it free, which is the worst price you can pay for something so addictive. At least cocaine is expensive, but for porn, all you need is a smartphone and Wi-Fi and a soul that you don't mind destroying. So let's talk about the positive benefits of pornography. People say
it's just porn, it's harmless. It's just entertainment. It helps you with stress.
And the point that everyone likes the most, it's educational. People actually believe it's educational. Yes, it's educational. And so is learning to swim by jumping into a pool full of sharks. Some say it's good for relationships. I agree. Just like termites are good for your furniture. The annoying thing is that there are actually some of you who actually agree with those positive benefits. Leave it in the comments below. I want to be educated. Pause. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And I would love it if you can just subscribe. What are you waiting for? Subscribe. And don't forget to like the video, leave comments down below, and maybe, who knows, even share to your friends. Bye. The thing about porn is that it's not exactly as harmless as you think it is. It changes your mind about what sex should be, what real intimacy should look like. In fact, it makes it boring. And that right there is the first issue. Porn isn't realistic. It's directed, scripted, and edited. And it's acted out by people who get paid to pretend whatever they are doing is totally normal. But it's not. In the real world, your stepsister is not stuck in a washing machine waiting for you, her stepbro, to help her. Yes, somebody had to say it. After doing my research about this topic, I realized that studies have actually shown that people who consume pornography more regularly are more likely to cheat. Not because they wake up thinking, I'm gonna be unfaithful to my wife today, but because porn trains your brain to crave novelty. It's like training your appetite to enjoy new restaurants every day and suddenly wonder why home meals are boring or why they suddenly taste bland. Brotherly, your mind has been reprogrammed to like sweet things. I remember watching a Nigerian movie. I think it's called The Renegade. In it, there's a guy who is knee deep into pornography and he was masturbating. And then while he was doing the activity, he sees his sister and then calls his sister and then he R-words her. Yes, this actually happened in the movie. And the craziest part is I know people that this has happened to personally. The movie made it clear that porn didn't just give him ideas. It rewired his brain, blurred every moral line in his mind until even his own family wasn't off limits anymore. And like I said, that is not fiction. It actually happens to a lot of young people. A lot of childhood sexual encounters happen because a child stumbled into pornography way too young. You don't have to explain to a 9-year-old what they are watching. Their minds will do the damage all on their own. Pornography isn't just about the moments when you watch it. It's about how it shapes your mind after. Even if your partner still learns to do the things that you want them to do, you've already been trained to want the next best thing. So now, even with what she's doing currently, you're still bored again. Here's the problem, right, that nobody wants to address. Your mind is the real battlefield. Every addiction, every temptation starts from there. Porn is planting a seed in your brain, and that seed turns into a full-grown weed without without you even noticing that it's sprouted. I want to drop this for the Christians that are watching my channel. The Bible says in Romans 12 verse 2, do not be conformed to this world, or be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It probably doesn't relate to you that are not a Christian, but part of that verse was to show you that porn doesn't just corrupt your body, it corrupts your mind. Growing up in Nigeria, and there's a phrase that we used to say, garbage in, garbage out. It basically means that what you take in is eventually what you're going to put out. Yes, input is going to produce your output. If your thoughts are sick, actions will follow. And that's why porn is linked to cheating, fornication, and even adultery. If your mental library is full of strangers doing the unimaginable, your brain won't fully switch to faithful husband or faithful wife the moment you get married. Don't tell yourself,
I'll be faithful when I'm married.
it may not work that way for you, because porn is steadily teaching you to blur the lines of who should get intimacy or who you should give it out to. And the scary part, porn rarely stays at the same level. Just like drugs, tolerance builds. Some of you know what I'm saying. It started softcore, but it ended up being hardcore. Am I lying? What excited you 6 months ago now feels meh. So you go deeper and deeper and it gets more extreme. This is how many folks get caught watching things that they never planned they were ever going to watch in their life. Violent, degrading, and downright incestual, sodomic stuff. I once read about something, it's called hypnotic porn. Apparently, there are some pornographic videos that you can watch that would gradually make you feel like you're in the wrong body. So in case you're wondering why some people just woke up and said, I want to be a woman, check it. They usually have traces to pornography. In fact, I make bold to say, because I've done my research, that any sexual issue, whether it's sexual identity or sexual whatever it is, always arose from pornography. Porn turns sex into performance, and eventually it becomes a chore, like doing the dishes for God's sake. It's like eating junk food every day. It's exciting at first, but at some point your taste buds become numb, and then you can't even enjoy a real meal anymore. So deciding to walk away from porn isn't just a moral decision. It's about taking back your mind. So, is pornography really that bad? Heck yes! It destroys your mind, destroys your relationships, and destroys your self-control, and even your self-worth, and eventually your sense of reality. And for anyone thinking,
I've watched porn for so many years, I can't stop now.
it's not too late. You can start now. You can start guarding your mind and feeding your mind with the right stuff. And for my folks who don't see the harm in pornography, all things are still good here. I will not judge you. You can leave it in the comments your reason for even watching pornography in the first place. Just know, if you find yourself slowly wishing that you were a girl, or slowly wishing that you were a guy, or now wanting to visit the dark web to search for more pornographic videos, I mean the type that I know that you will like eventually if you continue on this path, don't meet me then, all right? On that note, Media Apostle out.